Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to today's video. I know, hello, don't adjust your screens. It is I, Misty. I'm here today to give you guys a video. It's been a hot minute since I posted a video for you guys, and I thought that I would just sit down and update you. Things have been going okay. So I got a new desk. I've been basically focusing all my time in my craft room. I got a couple of new desks. I got a desk and a table for this area right here. Got a new IKEA thing so I can put my makeup away. Like, I've been working on this room to get it set up and get it done so I can get back to making some cards on my other channel. I haven't been on plan. I've been on and off plan for weeks. And I know it's because of, so this is what happens. This is always what happens. I go a good, I don't know, 6, 8, 9, 12 weeks of being on plan and perfect and, you know, doing what I need to do. And then I just get tired of worrying about it. And this is a pattern. This has been a pattern since I mean, Facebook memories will be like, yeah, Rob and I are back on paleo. And then like 6 weeks later, it's like, okay, I'm doing something different. So I've been following keto since March of 2017. That's when I started. And I did have some weight loss with it after I was able to get off insulin. And that was the big thing. I wanted to get off insulin. That's always been my, my goal for this. It hasn't been weight loss. It's been to get off insulin. But I also want weight loss to be a side effect. And the issue I had is for 3 months straight, I was eating exactly how I should be. And there just wasn't any measurable progress. I wasn't able to lower my insulin very far. I wasn't losing weight at all. Like, my ketones weren't getting any higher. And so I am definitely someone who is motivated by that. I've always been someone who needs something concrete. That's why I got into card making, because with my job, after I left the classroom, there was no concrete way to measure if I was doing my job well. But with a card, you have a finished product when you put it together. With weight loss, you should have some kind of measurable, there should be, you can measure, like you can measure your inches, you can measure, if your medication, you can measure your weight. There are a lot of things that you can do to measure, to see how you're doing. And when you're putting in the effort and you're not seeing any results, it's really hard to stay motivated. And I had that cheat week, and I've had a cheat day every week since. And I just have gotten to the point where I don't want to care about it. I don't want to care. Like I told Rob, I was like, I just want to be able to eat whatever I want. And not have to worry about, counting carbs, or if I'm going to have to take a shit ton of insulin or anything like that. I just want to be normal. And the problem is I'm not, and I can't be until I get this insulin, under control. And I know a lot of people are like, just quit it. And I've been really, really considering it. Just going off of it and just living with high blood sugar for a little bit and see what happens, if I'm doing really strict carnivore, really strict keto. I'm just worried that it's going to make things worse. I know it'll make my eyesight worse. I know, I'm just worried. I'm really just worried. So I'm not in a good headspace. That's basically what it boils down to. I'm just not, and I don't know when I will be in a good headspace, because all of this around us is very, very, very stressful. I have someone today coming to look at a couple of tables that I'm selling. She's a friend, so that makes me feel a little better. So I know that she's already said, I'll be in my mask. Rob will be in his mask. He's the one that's going to deal with her. We've had a couple of repairmen, like we had a plumber here because our garage. We had a plumber here because our garbage disposal died and we had to get a new one. And I stayed in my craft room. Rob dealt with him. Rob, he didn't touch anything but the kitchen, like the sink and the garbage disposal. And then we had a garage repairman here the other day because one of our springs on our garage door broke. And he did all of his stuff, outside. So it's still been really kind of stressful in that area. And it's like it's never ending. It just won't stop. And that's been really stressful. And then my brother had an issue that was just beyond aggravating that really bothered him and then bothered me. So there's just been a lot of stress and worry and just trying to put one foot in front of the other. I know that I'm having an issue. Another thing is my sleep schedule is all messed up. Like yesterday or the day before, I slept till like 11:30 because I didn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. So my sleeping schedule has been all over the place. I've just been all over the place. I haven't been talking to my therapist. He's been traveling a lot, and there's nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? It's like, I can sit here and talk about how I'm worried, but I don't know, like there's nothing I can really do to stop it unless things chill out outside. So, and then we've had this woman, I don't know who she is, but she comes and knocks and rings the doorbell every single day, it feels like. And I don't answer the door. If I'm here by myself, I've never answered the door, like never. I remember that movie with Sally Field and Kiefer Sutherland where her daughter opened the door and then she got kidnapped. So I don't open the door when I'm home by myself. And especially now, it's like, please, we're trying to find a sign that says no soliciting. And I may just print something and laminate it and put it on the door that says, someone is immune compromised here. Please no soliciting. Because it's like, I don't want what you're selling. I don't want, bug control, or I don't want lawn care. I don't need any of that. I need you to stay away. So, and I know they're just trying to work and that's what they're doing. But at the same time, it's like, no. We're just not answering the door. So, yeah. So this coming Thursday, I have a injection in my neck. So my pain management doctor and I talked about my neck, and he said, because we were on the phone, he did telemed through telephone. We didn't do face to face through a camera or anything like that. And we were talking. He's like, well, where, what did your neurosurgeon say about your neck? And I said, he basically said, when it gets to a point where I'm almost paralyzed, then he'll go in. He said, because it's not going to be just a neck surgery. It's going to be a rooter to the tutor kind of surgery. It's going to be an entire spine surgery. So, I'm not there yet, thank God. And hopefully, that'll be way, way, way in my future and I'll be able to handle it just fine. So he's like, well, let's try an injection. And I had an epidural. If you guys have been with me, I had an epidural, I think it was April 26, 2017. And the only reason why I remember the date is because it was 3 days before my birthday. And it did absolutely nothing. Even 15 or 30 minutes to an hour later, I was still in a ton of neck pain. So, but he said this is a bit different and I'm hoping it works. And then I'm going to talk to them about getting an injection in my tailbone. So I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but I have a misshapen tailbone. So I don't know if you guys watch King of the Hill, but there was an episode where Hank was riding his riding lawnmower and his back was bothering him and he didn't have much of a tailbone, and mine is misshapen. So sitting sometimes puts so much pressure there, it just hurts all the time. And it's not constant, it'll come in for about 3 or 4 weeks and then it'll go away, but this hasn't gone away. So I'm going to talk to them about possibly doing an injection down there. I've been having issues again in my lung area. I have a nerve in my thoracic spine, which is around your ribs and stuff, that is also gets pinched depending on how I move. So that's been bothering me. I've been in a lot of pain. And then my damn doctor's office, they keep fucking up my Tramadol's prescription. I don't know who at the front desk can't get their shit together, but I normally take 250 milligrams, so 100 milligrams every 8 hours, which is 6 pills a day. They've written for 1 pill every 6 hours, which is 4 pills a day, which you don't think is, a huge difference, but it's a huge difference. And I try to only take them when I very first get up and when I go to bed. But there's been a couple of days this past week where I've had to take them, a couple of times during the day too. So, and one day we cut the lidocaine patches in half and I had 6 different spots with the lidocaine patches. So I think that's also been part of my issue, is that unless you've lived with chronic pain, you can't understand how debilitating it can really be. It affects every single area of my life. And people are like, well, stop focusing on it. You can't not focus on it. I can't not focus on it, especially when, I'm having issues with my neck where it's causing pain all the way down my arms. I've had the worst nerve pain that I've had in a long time, on top of the myasthenia that makes me weak. So it's just been really, really bad. So bad, in fact, the other day I burned myself. So how did I burn myself? Okay, so I was doing hot glue, and the first night, for some reason, my brain told my hand to put the flour with the hot glue on my other hand. That was dumb. But the next night I was cooking, and I sat in my wheelchair to cook because I can't stand for very long because of the back. And when I lifted the lid, I lifted it backwards or something, and all that condensation from the lid came down on my belly, and I have it's like huge and red. Luckily I put yellow mustard on it, so it didn't, it's not scabby or anything like that. It didn't hurt. It's just this huge red thing. It wasn't the shape of Hawaii at first, and now it looks like New Jersey with some islands around it. But, it's just, I drop things all the time. So it's just really frustrating. And then you throw all of this other shit on top of it, and it's just like, it's really hard. And I know that the alternative is even worse. And I try to be grateful for the days that I do get. So I've just been all over the place, and that's why I haven't really been on this channel. It's because, when you do something like this, people have this expectation, and it's not everybody, but some people have this expectation that they have a say, or, that you have to film videos, you have to keep people updated, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I just never work well when people tell me what I have to do. Don't boss me. What does Christy say? You're not my real dad. But it's hard. Like I said, there's been no measurable progress. And that after 3 months, that just kind of threw me in this tailspin. So I don't know. And I know keto is what's best for me because it worked in the past. I just don't know what to do to make it work now. And I don't know what to do to make it so I will stop what I'm doing and do what I need to do. So yeah. And it's like I am already homebound. So I was really only going out to see my therapist and going to get my blood drawn every once in a while. So it wasn't like I was going out on the town, but I haven't left other than to go to the doctor. So, maybe Rob and I can go for a drive or something just to get out of the house, just to feel like, I'm a functioning member of society. But yeah, and then I can't believe it's almost September. It's like this year is dragging and flying by at the exact same time. So yeah, so that's it. There you go. That's my update. Today I put on makeup. I'll probably post this makeup video. It's the first time that I've sat down and put on a full face like this in probably a couple of months. I stopped doing my Project Pan because I wasn't wearing makeup, and I threw away all my empties. Rob's like, why weren't you saving these for a video? And I'm like, I stopped doing my Project Pan. Let's just, go ahead and put it in trash or recycling and get it over with. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope, whatever is going on in your life that you're feeling, feeling great and everything. I'll try to give you guys an update, maybe Friday, maybe next Monday, we'll see. Like I said, I don't really know what's going to go on with this channel. I honestly don't. I really, really don't. But hopefully, it'll be great. One thing that has been keeping me entertained and keeping me going is soap. And I know you guys are going to think I've lost my mind, but I love to watch soap makers on YouTube. I like to watch cold processed soap makers on YouTube. I followed Katie from Royalty Soaps since she was in her parents' shed. In fact, she did a video of strawberry soap, and she talked about me because I ordered a whole loaf of soap from her for my teachers back then. And then I follow like Yellow Cottage Soapery. I follow Ophelia's, I think it's just Ophelia, I'm not really sure. And I just love cold processed soap. And so my friend Heather, she and I have been friends for about 5 years. We met through planning and Stampin' Up and everything. She used to make handmade soap. And I got it in my head that I want to switch from plastic, containers of like shower gel, shampoo and stuff, that I want to switch to bars. I want to switch to shampoo bars and conditioner bars. I want to switch to soap, and I want to support as many handmade businesses as I can. So I reached out to Heather and was like, hey, because I was going to buy from Lush, and I was like, you know what, let me just talk to someone who I know. And she said she did have some bars, so I bought some from her. And I asked her if she had her Etsy shop, and she said yeah, and then she gave me a coupon code. So I'm sharing it with you guys, and if you're interested in homemade soap, you can go check it out. So I'm going to mess this up. It's Gone Agalia, I think is how you say it. So, yeah. So this is the Hadley Luxury Bar. Isn't that so pretty? Look at those colors. And there's a little bit of glare on top. This is very much like a rosy musk scent. I actually gave this one to Rob because I think he'll actually use it and enjoy it. I want to get him into using these kind of soaps. Right now he just uses Irish Spring, so he's going to use that one. And then this one smells so good. This is Te Tobacco. This is a tobacco scented. When you think of tobacco, you think of like cigarettes and stuff. No, this is more like a little bit like a pipe, but it doesn't even smell like tobacco really. It's just a really nice, manly, deep, musky scent. It smells so good. And then the ones I kept, she sent a salt bar. So this is a like a exfoliating soap. And then I have kaolini. I don't know, you guys. I can't pronounce these words. Isn't that pretty? Look at that swirl. So pretty. This smells like it's berry tulip. It just smells like a berry and florals. It smells so good. And then the last one is this is oatmeal, milk, and honey. This is oatmeal and goat's milk. And this just smells like, it just smells so soft and clean. And I started using the Whole Blends by Garnier. I'm using the oat whatever for the scalp, and it smells almost just identical. So if you've ever smelled that, it smells so good. And then with every order, she sends a free sample. So I don't know if you'll get this big of a sample. But she sent me a sample of warm vanilla sugar, like the Bath & Body Works. But this smells so much better. And it just feels so soft, and it's going to be so smooth and feel so good. So yeah, so if you're interested, I will have her website linked down below. And like I said, it's Misty10, I believe is the coupon code, but all of that will be in the description box down below. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys when I see you. Bye for now.